I've got a Ubers match here against a fine young lass by the name of mootypwns. And as you'll see, I'm going to lead off my Landeress, called Saturn, as she leads off with her Deoxys D. From the beginning, I'm just going to U-turn right away. I am choice banded, which allows me to do a little bit over half to that thing, which is awesome. Gotta love it. And I'm afraid of her setting up multiple layers of entry hazards, so I figure, okay, I can both get up. This is a safe turn for me to get up my own layer of entry hazards, as well as, leech seed this thing so I can gradually get more damage on it. She actually sets up both screens, and I missed the leech seed, which really sucks. That kind of screws me over. So now all of my Pokemon's attacks are going to be filtered through both the reflect and light screens, doing much less damage than normal. So she sends in her Groudon here, probably to scare me out. I'm actually going to go for Protect just to see what she's going to want to do. She actually goes for Stealth Rocks, I guess, probably predicting me to switch out. I did get the Leech Seed on the Groudon as it switched in. I missed saying that. And at this turn, I'm actually going to switch out finally, and go into my Kyogre just to, not nullify, but to bring out the rain, canceling out the sun. And she goes for the Stab Earthquake, which is going to do a hell of a lot of damage. I'm not sure what kind of set she's running. I don't play Ubers all that much, so I don't know what's common and what's not. But all the same, my Specs Kyogre is not going to want to take any more hits from really anything. I do get a little bit of Leech Seed back, which is nice, so I'm still at a little under half. And I do go for the Surf, which boosted in the rain with Choice Specs, max special attack. Would have definitely killed the Groudon, but of course she sends in her Dialga to resist that, and it takes it extremely well, even considering all those factors I just named. So, she might have some bulk investment with her Dialga, I'm not sure. But either way, I send in Ferrothorn here to, basically to wall it. I know there is a potential for it to have Aura Sphere, but, I guess I wanted to take the Dragon hit first. I could probably survive an Aura Sphere, and, I do need my Rocks up just, to be safe, just to... Because I feel like there will be a lot of switching in this match, and there is going to be a lot of switching, as you'll later see. So I send in Saturn here once more. Her Reflect wears off, which is awesome, because I am a physical attacker, as I've said. And she sends in her Ho-Oh, which takes it takes 50% from the Stealth Rocks, and then I go for Hammer Arm. I knew she'd switch out her Dialga, so I didn't want to go for the Earthquake, because she'd probably switch in something that would, resist or immunize the Earthquake, so I did just go for the safe Hammer Arm because I figured if she didn't switch out her Dialga, I could kill it, and if she did, I could at least damage something. Because on the team preview, she didn't have any ghosts, so that's good. So I do send in my little Sea Monkey, little raindrop guy, cool little guy there. I've always thought Manaphy looked like a Sea Monkey, so hence the name. But anyways, he's my little Rain Sweeper with Hydration and Rest. I go for the Tail Glow here, which boosts me to +3, and I'm about ready to sweep through her team. And then she gets a critical hit on the Earthquake and basically destroys little Sea Monkey's hopes and dreams with the Rapturous Earthquake. But anyways, now I'm mad, so I'm going to send in Genius to take it out. What else? I go for the Psycho Break there. I get a critical hit. I don't know if that mattered. I think I am running Choice Scarf Mewtwo, but I am running Max Special Attack and Modest, which hits 447 Special Attack, I believe. So, but then again, Ho-Oh is pretty specially bulky, but all the same, it's all in good fun. I do take out her Ho-Oh, and then she sends in her Dr. D, and I go for Psycho Break again, figuring it's at pretty low health. I might be able to take it out with a pretty powerful Psycho Break. But I don't, and she's able to get up a Reflect, but I know that at that point, I can easily take it out. She sends in her Zekrom now, though, and, now my Psycho Break is going to be weakened a little bit because of the Reflect, and had she not set up Reflect, I could have killed that Zekrom in one hit, but that is not the case, and she takes me out with a super effective critical hit crunch. I really don't know how much that crit mattered. It looks like she's running a mixed Zekrom, as you'll see later on, but all the same, I'm not entirely sure how much it mattered. But again, it's all in good fun, I'm not going to complain about crits. So, I switch in Saturn basically to Scout and U-turn. I figured I'd kill it with the U-turn, but I don't. So freaking Zekrom is ruining all my fun here. I do switch in Ferrothorn though to wall whatever it will and can do, and again, you know, I take that Draco Meteor and it dies to Life Orb. So that's awesome. So she sends out her Groudon again, probably once more to scare me out. I'm starting to believe she actually does have Fire Blast though, because as you'll see here, she, you know, doesn't go for it, but she probably did predict me to switch out again. And I predicted her to predict that, so I went for the Leech Seed. So once more, her Groudon is Leech Seeded by my Ferrothorn. So it's kind of like a, what's it called? Like a mirror image of what happened a couple minutes ago in this battle. Again, she predicts me to switch out, and I don't. So I'm gonna go for the Gyro Ball, and watch how much it's gonna do. It doesn't do anything. That's because she probably has 0 speed investment whatsoever. But all the same, it doesn't matter. I'm leaving Ferrothorn in now, more as fodder than anything else, so I can switch something in freely, safely, and you know, basically pick off her Groudon, who is quite weakened at this point. Although it does have leftovers, and it did get a nice amount of recovery from that, so it's a little over half health now. But Rayquaza, if Rayquaza has anything to say about that, Groudon's not going to live to see another turn, so I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor, and those huge meteors summoned by the dragon gods or whatever are going to smash through Groudon, and he's not going to be able to stand up after that. And now my Emerald, or what do I call it, Emerald, Rayquaza, is sitting pretty here. She sends in her Reshiram now, figuring that I'm at -2, and she probably figures that I am a solely special attacking set. But I'm actually more of a mix set, kind of like Mixment with max special attack, max speed, and Dragon Dance, with Draco, Flame, or Fire Blast, Outrage, and Dragon Dance, but all the same. Yeah, so I switch in Landorus as fodder there, and I do fodder it off well. She goes for Draco herself, and is easily able to take me out. And then I switch in Kyogre, and I was thinking, okay, Kyogre's decently bulky, but at that amount of health, even a -2 Draco Meteor probably won't do much. So my last guy now is Rayquaza. She's at -4, and I'm at a pretty good amount of health to where I can take a -4 Draco Meteor, stab or not. And I predict her to switch out there, so I do go for the Dragon Dance. Sorry, my voice cracked. Ignore that, please. I do go for the Dragon Dance there. And at this point, it's a question of whether I can take out her hugely bulky Dialga or not, because if I don't take it out, I'm pretty much screwed. I'm pretty much dead. If I am able to take it out, though, there's a pretty damn good chance that I'll win, because her Reshiram's the only thing left, and I'll outspeed it, and I'll kill it with super effective Outrage, but that's not the case. It does live the hit. I don't know the set of Dialga, but again, you know, it did live that hit. So she's taking me out of the Dragon Pulse, so that was a very fun match. As I've said, I might have said this before, I don't play Ubers so much, so it was fun to try out. I've always wanted to try out Ubers, and I know she's a pretty good battler. I've seen a lot of her videos, so, you know, it was good to try it out on a good battler. So, yeah, check out her channel if you have yet to do so. Also, please check out my channel, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Feedback is welcomed. Adios. Able to